I would love to fight Crawford, or even spar. I would love to spar Crawford.
Yeah, we heard him fight week. No retirement. No retirement. Oh my God.
Well, look, man, look, that's the thing, you know.
Those losses kind of felt like I took the losses too. So now, you know, I try to prepare as much as I can, bro, because I don't want to put my family through that, especially my kids. And you know what I mean? It's hard, bro. My brother lost to Terence Crawford, bro.
David Benavidez versus Terence Crawford. The fight is officially confirmed, and trust me, this isn't what anyone saw coming. Don't forget to like and subscribe because this one's going to be huge. As boxing fans, we have to admit, who honestly thought this matchup would ever happen? 4 months, there've been rumors, interviews, and flat-out denials from both sides about whether it was even possible. But now everything's changed and the buzz is louder than ever. Just wait until you hear what Benavidez and Crawford said about it. It changes the whole picture.
I mean, I would love to fight Crawford, or even spar. I would love to spar Crawford.
Yeah.
The thing about that fight that was so funny, bro, they hated each other. Right. My brother and Crawford, they hated. So Crawford is a street dude. My brother's a street dude too.
David Benavidez surprised fans last year when he revealed in an interview with Mr. Organic that he'd be willing to face Terence Crawford. His reason was simple: revenge. Crawford had beaten his brother, Jose Benavidez Jr., back in 2018. David didn't hold back, saying, "I'd love to get that payback, but I don't think he'd actually show up. I'd like to fight or even spar with Terence Crawford." That comment instantly blew up online. Fans started asking, could Crawford, the master of breaking down bigger opponents with pinpoint accuracy, really handle a beast like Benavidez? And just like that, the idea of a dream fight was born.
To be honest with you, man, let Terence Crawford live. That's his weight class. I lost interest in 168 a long time ago. You know, I mean, I know that we could get offered a lot of money to go down to 168, but I'm more comfortable at 175. I'm chasing better beef. I'm chasing Bivol. You know, I'm chasing these other bigger. I'm chasing Surdo Ramirez at cruiser.
But here's the twist. Benavidez's latest comments about Crawford caught everyone off guard and completely flipped the story. After Crawford's dramatic win over Canelo Alvarez, the tone in Benavidez's camp changed. Instead of calling Crawford out, Benavidez made it clear he had no plans to move back down to super middleweight. He told Inside the Ring, "Honestly, Terence Crawford should stay where he is. That's his division. I lost interest in 168 a while ago. Sure, we could make a lot of money if I dropped down, but I'm comfortable at 175. I'm chasing Artur Beterbiev, Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez, and maybe even cruiserweight." This shocked fans, especially after he'd hinted just months earlier about getting revenge on Bud. Now, he's treating that idea like old news, shifting his focus to defending his WBC light heavyweight title against Britain's Anthony Yarde on November 22 in Riyadh. That fight on its own is massive, but fans can't help wondering where this supposed matchup with Crawford now stands. If Benavidez is focused on 175 pounds and Crawford is ruling at 168, what does that mean for a fight that's suddenly back in the headlines?
Turkey just posted that this morning, wondering if Benavidez can make 168. Maybe he has plans or ideas of maybe trying to match up Benavidez and Terence Crawford.
No, man. No, we ain't doing that fight.
Maybe planning on vacating the belts.
No, we ain't gonna vacate the belts. You know, we just gonna sit where we need to sit for a minute, and then, just like I said, get back in.
Saudi Arabia now plays a major role in shaping modern boxing. Turki Alashik, the man behind many of the sport's biggest recent events, mentioned that Benavidez could face Canelo Alvarez as part of his 4-fight deal with Riyadh season. And that's where things get interesting. The Saudis are known for making the impossible happen, often offering record-breaking payouts to fighters who previously showed no interest. That's why, even though Benavidez says he's done with 168 and Crawford's team insists the fight won't happen, Saudi influence keeps the door open. In boxing, money talks, and it often turns dream matchups into reality. Promoters know that Crawford versus Benavidez would be a massive draw.
100% confident in himself. I don't know why you wouldn't fight me, especially since, you know, seeing that everybody in his team is on steroids, which means including him, so he never got off
You think he's on steroids?
Of course. Of course. How does five people out of your camp get tested positive for steroids? Right. You know what I mean? All those fucking dudes in that camp.
Police detained Crawford and his group at gunpoint after finding a handgun on the floorboard, and the story quickly made national headlines. He was later fined for reckless driving, while one of his security team members was confirmed to be the legal owner of the weapon. No arrests were made, and authorities stated that everyone in the vehicle was licensed to carry. Still, footage of the incident went viral, sparking debate about how even champions are treated in their own communities. Some fans worried the distraction might affect Crawford's focus, while others felt it only reinforced his composure and dominance under pressure. Meanwhile, as Crawford deals with legal questions and retirement rumors, Benavidez remains locked in on his next title defense. And while Crawford's battles play out outside the ring, Benavidez's are purely inside it. The discussion doesn't end with Crawford versus Benavidez. Several major voices in boxing have weighed in, and not all of them have been supportive. If the Saudis manage to pull it off, Crawford, fresh off cementing his legacy with a win over Canelo, could face the undefeated Mexican powerhouse in one of boxing's most marketable showdowns. And honestly, it wouldn't be surprising if both fighters suddenly regained interest in a matchup they once dismissed. Still, Crawford might have other plans. After beating Canelo, he didn't sound like a man eager for another war. In interviews, he talked about taking it easy, spending time with his family, and said he hadn't even met with his team to discuss what's next.
And my family enjoying, to be able to say, look what I accomplished, or what I'm about to accomplish next. So I'm just chilling right now. I haven't even got the time to sit down with my team and talk with them. And
Crawford's comments left fans wondering, is he thinking about retiring at the peak of his career? At 37 years old, he's undefeated at 42-0 and has become a 3-division undisputed champion, something no other male boxer has ever achieved. He's mentioned that his family has shared their thoughts about what he should do next, and while he didn't say it outright, it seems they'd prefer he step away while on top. That's where the real tension lies. With his legacy already secure, is a fight with Benavidez coming too late? Or does he need one last challenge, a dangerous showdown that would erase any doubts about his greatness? Adding to the buzz, Crawford recently made headlines outside the ring. Just weeks after his win over Canelo, he was pulled over by Omaha police for reckless driving, and the situation quickly escalated.
Step out.
I'm
opening the door.
You can take
I'm opening the door.
right here on my right. I'm keeping my fucking hands up.
I'm not reaching for no gun, bro. Step out. Can I move my phone?
Roy Jones Jr. shared a different take, suggesting that Crawford might be close to retirement, but if he chooses to keep fighting, he deserves a crossover event, maybe even against UFC star Ilia Topuria. It's an unexpected idea, but it shows just how valuable Crawford has become. After years of being underrated, he's finally earning worldwide recognition, opening doors to opportunities beyond traditional boxing. This brings up a bigger question. Is David Benavidez the ultimate test for Crawford's legacy, or is Crawford already thinking past the sport altogether? Either way, this potential matchup is about more than titles, it's a clash of styles and legacies. On one side stands Benavidez, the Mexican monster, younger, larger, and relentlessly aggressive.
Because Floyd Mayweather toyed with Canelo. Like, he literally toyed with him. He didn't get hit at all. Not one time.
Oscar de la Hoya stirred controversy when he argued that Floyd Mayweather is far superior to Terence Crawford, saying that while Bud is an incredible fighter, Mayweather's technical skill set puts him on a completely different level. His remarks set off a wave of debate among fans, with many questioning whether Crawford can truly be compared to Mayweather without taking on major challenges like Benavidez. Meanwhile,
Ilia Topuria says that if you guys ever boxed, he would knock you out based on the first punch.
that dude drunk, Hey, a lot of MMA guys, they drink a lot, so he must have been on that alcohol.
On the other side stands Terence Crawford, undefeated, undisputed, and arguably the best fighter of his generation. It's skill versus size, legacy versus momentum. A champion fighting to protect his throne against a monster determined to take it. One man is chasing history, the other is chasing greatness. Now the two paths are set to collide. Who will rise as boxing's most feared fighter? Share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below.
Get it! Yeah, 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 get it! Get it! Come on, yeah, move out the way! Yeah, move out the way! Yeah, move Move out the way. Yeah, move out the way. Yeah.
That was funny. So we had went to Omaha the last 3 weeks of the fight. So we're there training. So my brother's like, nah, I want to go show love to everybody in his hood. He goes to his barbershop.
Right.
And then the barber's like, yeah, you know, this is Crawford's barbershop. He's like, I don't give a f, let him come in here.
Right. Right.
Like, yeah, we.
All right, everyone, stay updated with the latest boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to Boxing Glory and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. Don't forget to check out our other videos. Until next time, take care and peace.